I'm going to show you how I tie what I call my angel fly. Anyway, it's our fly that I tie out of a brush that I made a little bit earlier, and the body I wrap glow-in-the-dark chenille just to fill in the body. I don't like to have bare hooks. This is a brush fly, so the brush is mostly going to be in the front of the fly, by the eye. So this is what I'm using for the body. Is the glow in the dark chenille, and I'm using yellow today. Glow in the dark is great. So many people don't realize that glow in the dark is also UV. And this fly has some UV characteristics to it. And so having the glow in the dark for under the body really works great. Okay, so my brush I made part chartreuse yellow and pink. So I've got basically two brushes in one, as well as it's got our crystal web. Now our crystal web is just absolutely awesome. It's getting very popular, and it just really brings the fly to life. Okay, so I'm going to bring my thread forward, and I'm going to get my Velcro brush, and I'm going to start wrapping this brush around my hook. I'm doing this on a saltwater hook because this is a rather big fly. It's a big brush, and I'm just going to keep wrapping it close together as I move forward. Now you'll notice the different color, the yellowish chartreuse that I've got in there is showing up only around the body of the fly, of course, and then the crystal web is out here shining. Okay, now I'm tying it off right there, and I'm going to let my brush hang down because I'm going to stick on a couple of glow-in-the-dark eyes. Now, normally when I put on eyes, I use hot glue, this type of eye, to secure them good, or I can do super glue or crazy glue. Okay, I'm sticking the eye in there. These are just the stick-on, and so they wouldn't stay very long, of course, if I didn't glue them down. But just for showing, okay, there they are. They're tied, or stuck in there, but of course, because they aren't glued, they want to stick out. Now, I'm going to bring another wrap or two in front of those eyes, but I want to bring my thread forward a little bit there. Okay, I'm going to, just to show you a veil look. If you're into veil flies at all, we just think they're wonderful. We've had a lot of luck with the veil flies. The fish seem to get turned on with those eyes in there with a little bit of material over them. Okay, so now I'm going to tie it off. Okay, cut off my brush with a pair of old scissors. Okay, now that is what I call my angel fly. Looks almost like a little angel fish we used to have in our aquarium. Okay, tie that off pretty good. I did crowd the eye just a little bit. Now, when that gets in the water, those eyes really stand out. You can't see them so well right now, but when the rest of the material gets wet, those eyes just really stand right out. Okay, so it looks like a little angelfish. Now I'm going to show you also, this is Crystal Web. I'm going to do another fly that we've already started. I'm just going to put a crystal brush on it. This is Crystal Web, the purple. I'm going to put that right in my vise there. And I'm going to tie a Crystal Web brush on it. Now, the Crystal Web brush that I'm going to tie on is a short brush. So this fly would be more of a freshwater fly. Okay, get that tied on. You won't believe what this fly looks like. This is UV also. And wow, boy, it's a dynamite fly. Okay, now I'm going to bend that little wire back a little bit so it doesn't get anybody. And I'm going to tie that in. And I only need 2 or 3 wraps to cover those eyes. This is what we call a veil fly, another veil fly. But look at that Crystal Web. It is just absolutely beautiful. Now, this fly has purple chenille, a glow-in-the-dark eye, and I'm going to show you how that eye glows in just a moment. I'm going to cut off my brush and get that all that Crystal Web tied back. Got to mash down that barb or that wire. Tie that down good. Tie it off. Okay, cut my thread. Now, that's another way to use Crystal Web. Another brush, a short brush. The tail is just Crystal Web tied in with the purple chenille. And I want you to see what that fly looks like to the fish. Does that glow or what? Isn't that awesome? My goodness, that would even drive me crazy. And also, look at this angelfish. Let me get hold of that better. Look at that angelfish. You can't see the glow-in-the-dark eyes so well because I've got quite a bit of material over them. But those 2 flies are absolutely dynamite. Crystal Web flies. Give them a try.